Hey there everyone, I was just opening ChatGPT the usual way when I stumbled upon a brand new browser called ChatGPT Atlas. A browser with ChatGPT built in, which to me seems something similar to Comet browser. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we can download and install it. For that, let's click here on download. And there we go, we have successfully downloaded it. Now let's make double click. And all here we need to do is we need to simply drag and drop it to application. Now let me just close this and let's try running this browser for the first time. And if you see this kind of pop-up, simply click on open. And then here you're gonna see the option of log in with ChatGPT. So let's click on it. And now I'm gonna use my ChatGPT ID. Here again you are seeing the usual setup where you have option to import data from other browser. So let's click here on skip, and for the time being I'm gonna skip this. The next option here is to turning on browser memory. Let's turn it on, and then let's click here on continue. Again we need to click on continue. Then here it is asking us to set it as default browser. I mean, you can do that. For the time being, you can also skip it, but for the time being, if you set it as a default browser, it's gonna give you 7 days of extended limits on messaging, file upload, and data analysis. Probably I would say they are clever in terms of, kind of proposing something that may lure some of viewers and may attract viewers to set this browser as a default one. And I did not realize that it's been about 3 years when I joined ChatGPT. So it also remember the date when I joined ChatGPT. That's awesome. Now let's click here on done. And there we go. It's a web browser built by OpenAI, released just yesterday on October 2025 for macOS initially. This browser is based on Chromium browser, which again being utilized by Edge browser, of course Google Chrome, and the recently I would say the true rival of this Atlas browser, which is Comet browser. Now let me again give it allow, and then here we have got everything. Now if I go here on the left hand side, again here you're gonna see all the model you have, probably based on the plan you own. But let me also see one more thing. If I log out from my this ID and use the ID which doesn't have ChatGPT Plus subscription, I want to see what kind of options do they have. Okay, again the same process. I'm gonna skip everything, and then let's see if I still have got all those options, and the answer is no. I think here what we are getting with free plan is the default instant ChatGPT, and here ChatGPT is also kind of proposing that you can do these kind of thing. But let's open a website first. So I'm gonna open technoholicplus.com, which is kind of website that I have created. And if you go now on toward right hand side, here you can ask questions like following. For example, summarize this page. Now what it will do is it will try to summarize this. So this kind of avoid copying and pasting content from one place to another. You're gonna get these kind of options right here within same window. And you definitely going to get more option as you switch to Plus plan. So let me click here on my account symbol, and if you click here on upgrade, probably here you may see the difference. So I would say these features are exactly same that you have within ChatGPT, and currently I am using the Plus plan. So let me actually log out from here and let's explore additional options that we may have. Alright, we are now logged in with our Plus plan, and now if I go on the left, again you can see you have got more variety of models available. Now there is an agent mode that going to further elevate your experience, and I would say it would be more like Comet browser experience. So here, let me give him a task. Find me a sport shoes of latest collection from let's say Nike in India under 10,000 INR and needs to be a white color, and I think this would be enough. And then here we do have these two options, which is logged in and logged out. So logged in mean the sites where we need to log in. So what it will do for you is when you click on logged in, agent will use your credential to log into those websites where the signing in is required, and logged out is to visit and explore those sites where you do not require sign in. So just to be on safer side, since these technologies are new, I would recommend you to go with logged out state. Now click on go and let's see what it come up with. And there we go. Here you can see it is browsing for me. And again, it is trying to find latest shoes, but still I think some of information I have not provided to him, which is of course my gender as well as the shoe size. But let's see if he asks me a follow-up question, or I think I have an option to further refine it by asking a follow-up question. But at least let's say if I'm not aware of what's latest going on, it kind of explore by himself and then gonna give me some of options that are really awesome. Okay, so seems like the search is completed, and let's again look at our prompt. So I asked him to find me a sport shoes from latest collection of Nike, which of course again it did, and then this is the official Nike website. That's again a very good flag. But here I gave him the condition of 10,000 INR, which of course it did not met. I mean, I was looking for shoes under 10,000, so he should have used this particular filter, which to me I think it have kind of expanded, but it did not check this bar. So if it would have checked this bar, then probably it may come even closer to what I asked from him. Then the second thing is it didn't ask me what is my gender or what size of shoes I wear. So that is missing, I would say. But still, I would say it is 60 to 70% nearby the way I will be searching. Now let me give him a follow-up task, which is look for the shoes for male and of number 7. So this is kind of follow-up question, and let's see if it can really process my request. Now there could be possibility that it may able to filter out what I am asking it to do, or it may not, because sometimes it also depends on the kind of site that you are interacting with. The more complicated the site, it may not able to go through. And being honest, I'm not going to praise too much this browser, nor I am going to criticize it, because I would say this is step in right direction, where the users can simply type their wishes and then the browser can do things on their behalf. So this was kind of initial expression of ChatGPT Atlas, which I would say could be the future of browser. And I will not feel surprised if Google Chrome also come up with something with their Gemini. Well, things will look more interesting then. So what do you think about ChatGPT Atlas? Do let us know in comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to Technoholic to see more such content, and I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.